Hello.
Hey.
And welcome to Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow, honey. A podcast where we, Angelica Pasquini,
And me, Devin, Leary, simple white tea, being basic today.
I love that, watch and discuss Couples Therapy Season 5. Before every episode, we want to let you know we're both in love with this show and its masterful observations on the human condition, love, companionship, and life itself. We are friends, humorous, and highly therapized individuals who are never punching down. We're punching to the side and at ourselves.
And this is us.
And we're never making fun of the brave souls who open their relationships to be filmed on this legendary series. That being said, honey, we are comedians and we're going off because this show is our Super Bowl. Thank you.
I have an apology to make formally to this listenership, which is actually pretty high.
Wait, really?
According to Apple.
7 or 8 people.
No, it's just like given how little we've only had 2 episodes come out. I'm just kind of like, wow, people are tuning in. People are wanting this content.
You know, when I watched this show, I was like, I want to hear people talk about it that
We
aren't a
need
therapist
people to talk about it.
on TikTok, but instead
that aren't
completely
Jelly Girl or Orna.
no jelly girl. But also people that are like us who just kind of want to talk about it in a relaxed way.
In a totally relaxed way. So, but I was too relaxed, which is
Yeah, you were.
You set up a rule which was beneficial in the beginning, which was let's only watch the 2 episodes that we're going to talk about, because if we go beyond, then we'll start meshing into talking about future episodes. We should only watch 1 and 2, then record about 1 and 2, 3 and 4, then record about 3 and 4, 5 and 6, then record about 5 and 6. So
7 and 8, that's today.
that's today. Oh, I love your socks.
My niece made them.
That's
record
really
about
cute.
7 and 8, and then we'll have our finale. But so then what happened, honey? What happened, honey?
So let me tell you. So I was on an airplane.
Oh God.
Airplane emoji. And I was behind, like, I understand babies cry on a plane, but this baby was screaming the whole time to the point where I was like, is something really wrong with the baby? Like my OCD, I'm like, does the baby have hantavirus?
Oh.
Because I'm like, why is he screaming? I know my mind is dark and my brain is dark.
My mind is dark.
So I was like, I downloaded the full season. I ran out of episodes of everything else to watch. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and watch 7 and 8. So last week when we were talking about 5 and 6, I brought up a fight between Jason and Marjorie that actually happened in episode 7. And I think it's because I had so little written down for Marjorie and Jason that I was like, oh, and then they got in this big fight.
And it was a really specific, detailed fight where an email was involved. This whole cahoots.
Email,
I'm sitting here, guys. I'm acting like I knew. And that was me people pleasing. But I was like, maybe, you want to know what I thought? When Shark Eyes went into his deep trauma, into a point that was so dark-sided, I watched the episodes twice. The first time for fun, second time I bring out my notebook. So I thought, because when I went to watch it the second time, I fast forward Shark Eyes getting into his last week's trauma because it was too much for me. I couldn't take it. It was so dark.
You can't watch that twice.
No. So I was like, maybe I fast forwarded this fight, but I didn't. Yeah. You just went forward, and life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on, and I'm sorry, and I will take accountability. The way these people that we're watching, some of them are able to in their sessions.
No, literally.
So episode 7, whatever. Let's go.
Oh my God. Episode 7, let's get into the reveal in the beginning that Nessa married a man at one point, broke up with him. No, listen to me. Nessa broke up with Drea at one point. They've known each other from 20 to almost 40 now.
Let me just say,
Go ahead, please.
They did a slideshow of photos. They looked like they were 12 years old in the photos.
I know.
Like when they met when they were so young. But yes, go on, because I was shook.
So basically Nessa said, I want to break up with you. I didn't realize the pattern. The show opens episode 7 with freaking Orna.
Freaking Nora, my grandma, R.I.P. Love you.
Love you. This episode is dedicated to Nora.
This episode is dedicated to my grandma Nora. And you know what she said? She said, don't you have to do things you love in life. Don't stress. Life is short. Don't stress. And she was like, I'm so glad I lived a life I loved.
I love her.
Was like, at the time, like, I work in television production. You expect me not to be stressed?
I love her. She was right. And shout out to my grandma, also R.I.P., Elvira, who said to me,
Elvira.
Yeah.
That's an incredible name. Your family and the names.
The names go crazy in the Pasquini household.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. What she said to me, if you see two people over 40 holding hands, they're cheating. That's how I grew up.
Okay, wow.
My mom says that too. It's kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
Like sometimes when you work at a restaurant, like me, you see people holding hand, kissing lovey-dovey, and they're older. You're like, where's your? I don't want to say it, but
yeah,
I don't want it to be true. But that's just what she said, which I thought was funny.
Let's see what happens when my fiance turns 40 pretty soon. No offense to him. Okay, go ahead.
I love that. Well, so these two are turning with the pencil. These two are turning 40, and so basically, what's happening is that we're learning that there's this pattern of Nessa leaving Drea. This has been going on for 20 years. I didn't realize.
Yes.
Moving out, cheating, breaking up, getting back together, getting with other people.
Getting married to a man, Nessa.
Marrying a full ass man.
Because God was telling her to.
God said that. And then cheating with Nessa on the man. And then
Nessa cheated with Drea on Nessa's husband. Yeah.
I don't know why I mix up their names because it sounds alike. Nessa, Drea.
Totally.
At the end of the motherfucking day, guess what I wrote down? Guess what? This whole time we thought that Drea didn't know who she was. But at the end of the day, guess what? Nessa doesn't know who she is.
Oh my God, that's so accurate. That's so accurate because I wrote down, I'm confused. Nessa doesn't want to have sex with her own wife because she doesn't want to lead her own wife on.
Imposing her desire to be intimate.
I was like, that's so weird. How could you lead someone you're married to on? That doesn't make any sense.
This person for the last 20 years has been breaking up with the other person and saying, I can't find myself. I don't know who I am. God's talking to me. I'm gay. I'm not gay. I need to travel, go on Caribbean cruise by myself. Cruise by myself.
Caribbean cruise by myself.
You know, don't put that outfit on. It makes me horny. It's like
the nightgown. If I have to hear about the nightgown,
I want to see a pic of the nightgown.
They're talking about this nightgown nonstop, that when Drea puts on this specific nightgown, it has in the past turned Nessa on. So now every time she puts it on,
God forbid,
Drea is like, oh, well, I'm not trying to have sex. I'm just wearing my nightgown. And Nessa's like, you're pressuring me. You're pressuring me. You're pressuring me.
Literally, God forbid she puts a nightgown on.
She just wants to she wants to feel free. She wants summer.
She wants to feel free in that thing.
I think they filmed this in the summer because they're showing hipsters in Prospect Park like lazing about. And fighting.
And the B-roll of them fighting made me think of you because you said on episode 1 that you guys want to be on the B-roll, maybe even fighting.
Yeah.
And I always think when they shoot the B-roll, which I also want to be on, and so does my boyfriend, I think they probably shoot it and then they go up to them and say, will you sign this release, right?
Yeah.
But when you're fighting, would you sign the release? I would say, let me see what it looks like. Because if I look good.
I can't read. Oh, wait, you mean,
what?
So by the way, I can't read. No. You want to see the footage. For a second, I thought you meant I want to see the release and like read it. I was going to say, I can't
I'm signing
contracts.
away if I look good.
Okay. If you look good, I got it. So I agree, except it depends on a lot of things.
On the fight and everything. Of course. But if it's the kind of fight where it's just like a little thing back and forth and you both look beautiful, it's kind of like an honor to be involved and just kind of like get over yourself, you know? But imagine to be filmed kissing and having a good time, looking good. I mean, that's the dream.
Yeah, 100%.
Next.
So
Sienna
Chris and Sienna, I wrote, okay, so
girl,
I have something sentimental to say.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if I should. It's like really earnest.
Oh my God, me? I love earnest. Go.
One time I had a really unfortunate experience on a date with a man and I was totally spiraling the next day, blaming myself. Like I was at work and I was like, oh my God, I hate myself. Like, why did I go on that date? Why did I start talking to that guy? Why did I invite him into my apartment? And I called you. Do you remember this?
Oh my God, years ago.
And you said,
what did I say?
We can cut this out if you want, but I was forever changed by you saying it's probably easier to believe that it's your own fault than to believe that you would just do something as normal and kind as inviting someone into your home and they would do something that violates you.
Yes, I stand
by that. You were like,
that.
It's not your fault. And I was like, I literally think about that like once a week. I was blown away by that.
Wow. You know when you say something, you're like, damn, that was good.
That was good. I was like, oh.
But I know what I mean there. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier to be like, it was me because you can comprehend it.
Yeah. You're
then
like,
to believe how dark this life is.
and it's a
people take
control
advantage.
thing. Like if I can tell myself, oh, I could have controlled that, then that can mean like, oh, it will never happen again. But if it was like something that was totally outside my control, which it was, then it's like, well, I can't control against that.
And it's so sad and scary.
It's sad and scary. But the reason I bring that up is to say,
yeah, oh my God.
Sienna is not to compare my experience to her at all, but Sienna opened up in this episode and I could see really why she wanted to stay surface level for so long. Because for so long we were saying we don't really know her. She's not talking that much. She talked about being bullied, which was also pretty intense, and how she grew up with a single mom. But she talked about being sexually assaulted this episode. And that's why she doesn't even, she said something about like, I don't like coming in this room because I can't stand the connections that get made. It's really hard for her to go there.
Yes. Orna puts it like she's afraid of her grief.
Yeah.
Over her life. So here's what I said. I think Sienna married the drama to not face her own. This for 1 hour.
The rest of the episode is just
she said subconsciously, I'm gonna marry this drama,
that
the haircut, everything about him,
fixing his issues,
drama, crying on the floor, because she doesn't want to face the reality of what happened to her. So she married the drama.
Yep. And then she can sit in the sessions and not listen, and she chose someone who, like I said last week, chooses to lay in her lap when she's when she starts talking about her stuff, he takes over and interrupts. And she likes that because then she doesn't have to talk about her stuff.
But then Orna clocked it day one and said, you guys mutually dissociate. And she could see day one how open he was about talking about very dark things.
Yes.
And how her not being affected by it and her like tuning in and being like, babe, babe, babe. She got to not be seen. Well, guess what? Now you're getting seen, girl. And she did not like it. She openly was like, I don't like coming here. This is really hard.
Yes.
And I wrote, she's afraid of her grief. So she is Gandhi. Like she's acting Gandhi-ish.
She acts Gandhi-ish.
She's like, I don't care. I don't mind. I see you.
Yes.
And I have a Gandhi tendency. It's I Gandhi a situation instead of seeing how I actually feel. So I understand where she's coming from. It's a kind of hiding. It's annoying because you can't tell you're doing it.
That's actually amazing. That's an amazing term for that because I know people who do that. I feel like I'm more like fall apart and like, but you know what? No, because when I was like younger in my early 20s, I feel like I would very much be like, I'm sober and I'm like practicing the steps and whatever. And then I wouldn't look inward on like how I actually feel. Mm-hmm. And then I had a total mental breakdown when I was 30 or 31 years old. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I fully get that. And how about when she said her abuser had dead shark eyes when he was about to abuse her?
So something I have to say about that was heavy as Ferk.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm glad she opened up about that. And it's going to help a lot of people to watch this. Yes. But did you not think when they reverse shotted on Chris and he was listening, he looked scared about the comparison that was being made? Don't you think?
He should be.
Like he was trying to put, in my opinion, he was trying to put on a face like, I'm crying, I feel compassion. But instead he was like, because you know, like as a man, he's being like, oh, so now I'm being compared to an abuser. I'm cared. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he was short circuiting. He was turning red.
He was actually looked like he was short circuiting. I'm telling you, his shark eyes were like.
Yeah, he knew what the hell time it was.
So what the hell time it was? Okay.
So
now we have where I went wrong, which is Marjorie and Jason, episode 7.
Yeah, the Billie Eilish song. What did she say? When did it end? All the enjoyment.
I don't even know. I'm gonna be real. I don't know.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, basically, who cares? Jason pulled the kid out of school because it was too far away. He's sorry, and she's furious. She likes that they're having sex.
She was mad that he called her mom without.
Oh yeah,
her,
no, the sex didn't come up
but
yet.
The mom didn't get the call because they called the daughter. If you listen to last week's episode, you know what happened. If you didn't, go back and listen. Sorry.
So how do we feel overall? Curly Mentor says she doesn't like. Oh yeah, I thought this was funny. Curly Mentor says she doesn't want to be there when people break up. She doesn't like when they break up in her office.
Well, I kind of like. Okay, so to a certain extent, with Shay and Clinton, if I was their therapist, I would feel frustrated. Like, guys, do you really need me to tell you that you have to break up? It's obvious. Like, because I guess I think of the point of couples therapy is to stay together, work it out, whatever. So I feel like I would be frustrated if I was like, are you kidding, guys? You two? Like, no.
No, literally.
But I guess also if you went and broke up in the office, my personal philosophy is text, phone call, breakup always. Why do you have to be in person? Why do you have to put the other person through that experience? I've done in-person breakup. I've done text breakup. I've done phone call breakup.
Phone call sounds the right one to me.
My phone call breakup was the best breakup that I've ever had in my life. It was so easy. The guy was freaking out, being an asshole. And I said, I'm about to hang up the phone now. And then he kept doing it and I hung up.
And you never talked again?
I have never spoken to him again, ever.
That is amazing.
Period. And I won't, honey.
Toodles, honey.
But yeah, so I just don't think, like, why do you have to put someone through a face-to-face situation? I just feel like they're drawing it out because now Orna's saying like, oh, is this therapy like even helping you guys? Like, do you want it? I'm just like, so is she wanting them to continue?
She basically consents that they want to break up. She goes to Curly Mentor. Curly Mentor says, I totally know what you mean, but I just want to tell you something. I don't like when people break up in my office. It's none of my business in a way.
Yeah.
It's like everything is my business except for watching this part.
Yeah.
It's like get a room almost.
Get a room. And I have to say also, so then, sorry.
Go, please.
This might be my wow though.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even think of mine, but you know I'll find it.
I don't know. I'll just say when Shay and Clinton are fighting and Shay is listing off like all these things that Clinton has done, which are hurtful things that are like the cheating with the Discord and the lying and whatever. And then Orna said, even when people hurt you, they're just themselves. Like, it's almost like they're just... I don't know how to explain it. It's like Clinton is just being himself. The way he is right now, he's not capable of accountability. He's not capable of honesty. He's not capable of being in a committed relationship. He's just not at that. Well, but I don't want to fast forward, but
it's his way of saying, it's her way of saying they love you the way they can.
And where the way they can is not enough.
You gotta walk.
And so basically you gotta walk. And it's not like, like focusing so much on he hurt me this way, he hurt me this way, he hurt me this way is not getting anyone anywhere.
No, it's true. And at this point, it's just crazy to me, Clinton. I just think of Hillary and Bill in couples therapy.
Imagine it. I wonder if they ever did that.
Oh, are you kidding?
You think they did?
Oh yeah. They had to. What they went through?
Why didn't they show that in Ryan Murphy's impeachment?
It would have been incredible.
That was like a really good show, in my opinion.
I didn't see it.
It's worth it for Sarah Paulson's, albeit fat-phobic portrayal of the woman Linda McMahon, or not Linda McMahon.
Oh yeah, that lady. Yes.
Linda something else that's famous.
Who played Hillary Clinton?
Edie Falco.
Oh, shit.
I will say, though, they didn't do Edie's character justice at all. Edie didn't get enough to work with.
To be Hillary?
But the scenes they gave her were just not very good.
And who played Bill?
Now, that's a really good question.
Jacob Elordi. Okay, so...
It was Barry Keoghan.
I love him. Okay.
I do, too. All right, so let's go episode 8.
Wait, really quick, though. I just want to say about Shay and Bill Clinton. Okay.
Bill Clinton.
Every episode opens up with her with the phone open, reading receipts to him about things he said and done.
I know.
I'm like, why doesn't he know how to change his passwords?
I know.
She's reading. She must be in his iCloud.
She pays for everything.
I know. The Uber was clearly because she is paying. But why does she read all of the messages?
I don't know. Someone told me once. Someone told me once. If you go looking, you'll find something and you'll never feel better.
No, it's so true. Like, even if it's not something like they cheated, it's like embarrassing. You'll see something where you're like cringe. Like the way he like wrote his friend like makes me want to die.
It's just none of your business. You for a reason. Yeah. Because people are allowed to vent. People are allowed to say things, and you might see something where you're like, oh shit, they said something kind of weird about me, but like then you're going to overthink it. It just don't look for anything, first of all. Second of all, especially when you already know that your partner and you are on basically already broken up and he's using your credit card for Ubers for random girls from Discord who are going through a transition.
Insane. Next, episode 8.
Okay, so
Shay Shay and Clinton open, both feeling the other doesn't take ownership. Next, God.
But can I say one thing?
Please.
No, that this is definitely going to be my wow. It's a saving. Okay. So now we have Sienna finally allowing herself, breakthrough moment for Sienna from the last episode. Sienna is finally allowing herself to feel her feelings, feel her anger. And this brings up something for me that
me too.
I think is interesting because, as I said last week, as someone who has been in relationships where I'm like codependent and I'm like, oh, I have to fix this other person's problems. Like I've dated people who I'm like, oh, if he was only in therapy, then he would be better and then our relationship would be better. What if he goes to therapy and unlocks his inner anger? What if he goes to therapy and realizes he doesn't actually even like you? I'm not saying that's what she's experiencing, but she's unlocking something where she's like realizing like, oh, I don't take up any space in this relationship because I don't take up any space in my life because of all the ways I'm marginalized and all this stuff.
Yes.
And it's just reminding me of this thing of like, you never know what's right for other people and you got to be careful what you wish for.
And yeah, you open up a box that you can't close.
Yeah.
And it's good to open the box, but this girl, she said she's popping out of that box like a cake, like a girl popping out of a cake.
Mm-hmm.
And she's basically saying, I think we need to separate. And Orna goes, no rush, no rush. And she's kind of like, you know what though?
I'm pissed.
How about when she goes, he cheated on me for 2 years.
I didn't realize it was 2
years.
I don't know if I could. I don't know.
That's a no for me.
That's a no. And then she starts talking about like wishing she could unleash her anger on him. And of course, because he's Mr. like, don't like, you can't hate me because I already hate myself. He's Mr. like, I'm a piece of shit. So like, which is a cop out.
Very
so he's like,
red flag.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, yeah, I would love for you to unleash all your anger at me. Like, I wish we could go in a room and you could just go ape shit on me.
Yeah. And
she's like, oh, wow, that's interesting. Orna picks up, back to being annoyed at Orna from last week. I'm annoyed at her here too, because Orna's like, oh yeah, because it would be just like his mom. If you yelled at him, you would be just like his mom. No, it's actually not about him. It's about his microaggression by using the term ape shit. And then that makes her connect to like, okay, I'm small in my marriage. I force myself to be small at work. I experience all these microaggressions. I experience people putting me in boxes. And this is the kind of thing where I'm like, speaking of Orna and her, everybody needs to leash their anger. You need to feel this anger and you should, and you deserve it. You deserve to feel this anger how you want to, not on his terms.
She was scared to feel this anger, which is why she never wanted to address. She has anger towards her abuser, and now she is angry that this guy that she loves put her in a position where her rage has to be faced. But of course, every self-help book will tell you, and many spiritual ones, that literally you attract people that will bring out things that you have to deal with.
Yep.
So when she saw his ass being so open and honest about all his problems all the time, she was like, cool, I can hide. But now she's like, you guys fucked me. Now I have to talk about this. I'm so mad.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that she can forgive 2 years of cheating if she's getting real. The mask is coming off, honey.
I never worried about them not staying together. They were like maybe the only, well, yeah, they were kind of the only couple that I was like, maybe they like really can make this work. Like they have 3 kids, they have a dog, they have a cat, they have a beautiful home, they have whatever, a lot of shared values. And this moment I was like, oh, this is a real breakthrough and things change in a breakthrough.
Yep.
So,
or do you have more?
Chris and Marjorie.
Jason and Marjorie.
Chris. I literally wrote Chris and Marjorie. Imagine they
I would
get
love
together.
them together.
Okay. So Marjorie and Jason.
Oh, this is the part you brought up last week too about politics. I'm sitting there pretending to know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought I brought up last week just that they were having sex.
No, the part of that, but also you brought up the stuff about ICE, that it was all theoretical to him. If it's true, that is really bad. You were saying that all last week.
I've been going, I need
solid.
help. Okay, I need help. I'll admit it. I don't know what the help is, but I have podcast derangement syndrome, just like Chris says Jason says.
No, Jason says she has, Trump derangement. That is the most annoying phrase, honey.
I had never heard that.
Oh, it's a thing. It's basically when Trump supporters say, you are deranged about Donald Trump. So anytime you're bringing anything up, it's because you have hate in your heart towards him that the fake news put in your heart. And it's like, no, I'm allowed to have an opinion.
So it's like you have body dysmorphia, but it's about Trump.
Yeah. Just like how he actually has body dysmorphia about Trump because he thinks he's a pop star. Ooh.
And he's
singing on the mic.
He's losing weight and he thinks, I don't know, but he thinks protein is the most important thing.
I'm honestly sick of them. I'm kind of bored by it because her being so happy. But here's the thing. We've talked about this before. They like to have sex. They have a good time. They like to drink, do whatever the hell, have fun. No drinking, they're probably sober, but whatever. Like they like have a good time together. It's just that they don't respect one another because she is dishonest with him and he is a little bit crazy for Trump.
Cuckoo.
No.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Sorry, I have to look at this. I'm so sorry.
I'm surprised Trump didn't name his fan base the way all the other pop stars do, like Little Monsters or for Gaga. Who else has them? Charlie has the Angels. Rihanna Navy. I don't know what Britney Spears heads are called.
Okay.
Next.
Wait. You were talking about
fandom. The Trump fandom. It's funny that he didn't name them like trumpets or something.
But there's
MAGA.
There was a really funny one that Arianators.
Arianator. Yeah.
Yeah,
that one's.
What do you think of her new
she's
song?
Really a reach, calling them Arianator. I don't like the new song. I love Eternal Sunshine. That's an incredible album.
I love that album too.
Oh, and I want to see her at MSG, but it's $1,000 for the last seat.
20 bajillion. But did you think that the music video was like a call to? Do you think it's about?
I didn't
SpongeBob?
watch it. I saw stills of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't watch her being old timey anymore.
Yeah,
I can't. She's always like act. I'm like Dr. Evil.
She's very much being like, I'm cute.
I can't take it. When I saw her putting a fake mustache on with a suit on, I said, next. It's in sepia.
You said thank you next.
I did. It's like she's just acting like all old and she acts like Holly Golightly from.
She does.
And it's just annoying.
But
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I just really want to know if it's about SpongeBob. Okay.
I know.
So we have that. I did think it was an important political conversation that that Orna allowed them to have to allow Jason to get to the point where he's like, well, I've been detained and it was horrible. So I can see that I wouldn't want this person. It shouldn't take that much, but he acknowledged that ICE could be harmful.
But he also says, I'm hopeful. Which is actually crazy to think about what they were watching on TV at that time. And for him to say, I'm hopeful.
And the way the economy has fucking tanked. It's insane to say that you're hopeful. But he did record a video on TikTok.
Now.
He was like, hey, I'm Jason. You might recognize me from couples therapy. I changed my mind about Trump. I think it's important to say that I was wrong and I was confused and now I know better. I was like, okay.
And Marjorie did comment on one of our videos on TikTok.
She did.
And I felt like she was trying to make, hey, being nice.
You felt like she was what?
She was trying to make it about her. We wouldn't even mention her. We're talking about Nico the dog. She's like, well, it didn't bother me at all because I think she just wanted people. She wants people to head to the page.
She does.
Who doesn't, though? You know what, girl? Everybody wants someone to head to the page.
Totally. Okay.
So Nessa and Drea, wow.
So,
you know what my boyfriend said about this?
What?
He goes, oh my God. Drea just pulled the reverse Uno card on Nessa. She basically said,
yes.
She comes in and she goes, I want to leave. I think this is it. And she actually uses the word at the end of the session. She says, evolve. We have evolved. And I don't know if you remember, but in the beginning of the season, that's a trigger word for her. She's like, I don't want to hear that word evolve anymore. You know?
Yeah.
And in the end, she's like, we've evolved out of this. Like she basically got 5 minutes to herself and said, fuck you.
Yeah.
She'd never been alone for 5 minutes. I think she had one Friday night and was like, wait, what am I doing? She deserves someone who wants to be with her.
I completely agree. And it's a similar thing with Chris and Sienna where it's like her breakthrough is like, oh, maybe I deserve better and I don't need this. And then Nessa, this just activates me because I've been someone who gets broken up with. And then when you start like living your life, then they're like, hey, just want to say happy birthday at 12 midnight, 2 minutes after midnight. Hey, happy birthday. Hope you're well.
They always.
And you're like, why are you creeping back in when I'm feeling better?
They know. They have senses. But
so
I swerve that shit like, no.
So that's why it annoyed me that Nessa was like, oh, and then they have this whole discussion about how Nessa wants to either be the hero or the villain of the relationship, which I also talked about last week. I'm realizing podcast arrangement syndrome.
Podcast arrangement syndrome. Call 911. Call the authorities.
But remember, you talked about that with Clinton, how he had to be an expert on Discord with the autistic community because he flops in real life, which is true. It
was the one place he could shine is Discord.
Like his relationship is falling apart. His partner is reading his phone every single night and paying for the Ubers that he uses to send to get girls. Shorties. But yet he's on Discord saying like, hey, if you're struggling, here's all my advice. Which is
that's what you have to be really careful
classic.
No, it is. I always say this to people. I'm like, just be careful with anyone who's selling any kind of readings or any kind of workshop because often they need what they're selling.
And also people who are like, I've actually been in a class with someone, like a class for something where it was like open participation, but like this one person who their occupation was being like a coach of some kind. Everything they said was a teaching thing. It was like, oh, and what? Like I shared something that was like kind of vulnerable of like, oh, I was doing this writing exercise and it brought up something about like my past. And then I was like feeling like shame about that. But then I realized I can write about it in this way. And this person pipes in and is like, oh, well, let me just give you this technique that you can use and whatever. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not like working with you as a coach. They couldn't be a student because they're always a teacher. That's someone you can't trust. They can't just like be a person. They have to be teaching. So that's what reminded me of with Nessa being like, I have to either be like the hero. And that's someone who gets in and out of relationships. They need to either be like, hey, I want you back or I don't want you at all. There's no middle ground of just being with someone.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't know who she is or what she wants. It's taken her 20 years on and off with this person. And then finally, Drea's like, I think it's time to move on. And then Nessa, you want to know what's sick that she says? Quote, I'm about to leave someone who worships the ground I walk on. She doesn't say, I want to be with you. Yep. I love the time we spent together. The person you are inspires me. Yep. You make me a better person. We have a child. Yep. None of that was said. Yep. First thing she says, you worship the ground I walk on. I can't believe I'm leaving.
No.
What?
It's so weird because sorry, I keep making it about myself.
No, do it.
Not only do I have podcast arrangement syndrome, I have narcissism.
But get the DSM-5, honey.
When I broke up with this same ex that I ended up, the final breakup was on the phone. The first time I broke up with him, he acted so much like he hated me in our relationship that I remember saying to my friend on the phone before the breakup, I was like, I'm just really scared he's going to be like relieved and happy that I'm breaking up with him because that's how much he can't wait to be out of this relationship. I call him the first time to break up with him and he's like, wait, what? Oh my God, like panicking. He starts sending me DoorDashes every single morning of my favorite foods every morning. He starts writing me letters. He wrote me a letter that was a calculation of all the miles we had gone on walks together during COVID. He's like, this is how many steps and miles we've walked together and I want to walk 1 million more miles with you. Buying me presents, all this stuff. I'm like, oh my God, he actually is in love with me. Like, that's what I've always wanted because I thought he hated me because he was such a fucking asshole to me every single day.
Wow.
Forced me to move out of his apartment that we were moving into it together. So actually, he wants to be with me. We get back together within weeks. Cold shoulder. Same with Nessa. I need my own space. You're needy. Like, leave me alone. I don't have to answer to you. And then I break up with him again. Wait, what? Oh my God, what? You're leaving? Whatever. That's why the second phone call, I said, bye, I'm going to be hanging up now.
He only wants what he can't have.
Yes.
Once you're in the picture, he doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I did worship the ground you walked on, even though it was fucking shitty, slimy, disgusting ground.
If you're ever in a relationship.
And that's on me.
Yeah, it happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to us all. But if you're ever in a relationship where the less you speak to them, the more they like you, and it's like you have to do all these games that they teach online that are like, don't engage, don't like, if you literally have to be absent, let him be out, then he'll miss you. Basically, what you're learning is that he doesn't want to be with you.
Yeah.
Because when you meet someone who just wants to be with you.
Yes. It's life-changing.
All of it goes away. There's no games, hun.
You don't have to think about it. It's crazy.
It's really easy. And then that'll give you a mind fuck. But then you move on. You get over that. But everybody gets fricked that it's easy. They're
No,
like, wait,
I
is this
got
possible?
fricked that
You
it was
have
easy
fricked, right?
because I got fricked because for so many years people would say it should be easier than this. I remember I'm like 6 months into a toxic thing with like someone else, and I'm texting my friend who's married, and she's like, oh, but it should be easy in the beginning. I'm like, it's never been easy. It's never gonna be. What are you talking about? It should be easy.
Totally.
Now I'm in this relationship. I was fricked. I was looking for problems. I was like, what's going to happen? He doesn't respond for 3 hours. I'm like, oh, this is where it starts. And then it didn't start.
It just never happened.
Just
and
never
that's
starts.
how you know you're supposed to be with someone is if your nervous system relaxes instead of getting all like crazy.
Yeah. Fricked.
And now, getting fricked.
Fricked.
Now, when I'm with Devin, I'm more relaxed than when I'm not. So I was like, what am I supposed to do there? I'm like just sitting next to him. I'm like, oh my God. I feel like I'm like at a massage.
Oh my God. That's the nicest compliment.
Isn't that crazy? And he's like that. It's just, there's something about our vibe together that we're very relaxed.
I feel like Eli and I are really relaxed, except I do constantly force him and ask him to massage me because I'm addicted to massages and I always have back pain. And I remember when I got my endoscopy, he was like taking care of me, pick me up. He's getting me like all these beverages, soft food, whatever. And then we're on the couch and I'm like, it really hurts. Can you give me, as if my back has anything to do with getting it into your throat. I was like, it really hurts. He just laughs. I'm like, please. So yeah, when you say massage, if someone said I felt like a massage to them,
it's crazy.
High point.
But I I mean, I can not be next to him, but something has happened. I mean, the series of my events of my life, like he came into my life at such a hard time. Like he really is. He's that girl.
He's that. Devin is that girl. So
you know when they say, be that girl.
Who says be that?
Like that's like it's like I'm that girl. The Beyonce song. Like,
oh, I'm that girl. I guess
he's that goy.
He's that goy, and I'm nothing.
Oh,
not to make it about me. No, I'm kidding.
No, you are
though.
Wait, you want to know what this outfit's? The whole time I'm thinking
Bruce Springsteen.
Hey there, Delilah, because it's by the Plain White Tees.
Oh,
hey there, Delilah.
I looked at myself and I said, I'm Bruce Springsteen.
No, you literally are. This is, everybody wants to wear an outfit like this. Actually, we're similar again, like we were last week with the
simple basics, red, white, and blue, but not being annoying about
literally.
it.
And mine's like an off the shoulder with the tank top with this little, like it's very like it's like, I don't know.
We could be in 1956 with these outfits.
Oh, the bottom.
But I'm in 2026. I don't know if you need to see my crotch, but whatever.
Delilah, what's it like?
No, I hated that song. I hated that song when that was
popular.
That
song rocks.
Was it on your MySpace
Times Square
page?
can't shine as bright as you.
Yeah, that was a good line. That was.
But wasn't
we
British?
Need to write a song that has massage. You're a massage.
You're a massage to me. No, because
you're a massage
Devin plays music. I need to tell him to write a song called Massage.
Massage. All right. Well, we're pretty much.
She called her bluff. Oh my God, that's that. Okay, so now let's get into our whales.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what my wow is because I can't even keep the episode straight. Oh, I do know my wow. My derangement syndrome is. I actually am worried about my brain right now.
This episode is a fast-paced, fast-talking, quick walking.
Okay, so I actually have my wow, and this is episode 8 we're talking about, right? 7 and 8. Okay, great. I just want to make sure.
Dad.
My wow was when Shay was going off about tracking the Uber and all this stuff. Orna said to Shay, when you, well, this isn't word for word, but paraphrase, your self-righteousness gives people an excuse not to hear your pain.
And then Shay was like mind blown.
Because
what does that mean? Go ahead.
So I think what it meant to me was the same thing where Orna was saying to them, focus on what matters to you, not the facts. Shay is armed with facts. The facts are her partner cheated on her in an open relationship. With those facts, you could protect yourself against the world for years because it's like, oh, I don't have to even look at this. I was so wronged. I don't even have to look at this. But when you look at it is when you get free. It's like having a self-righteous reason to be angry and just spewing that and spewing that and spewing that. you're not talking about what matters to you. You're just talking about the facts. You're not talking about like, and that made me feel really violated. That made me feel abandoned like I was when I was a kid. That made me feel like I keep choosing the same love my parents were giving me. That made me feel like that's the pain, but she's blocking it by being like very guarded with like, and what about the Uber? And what about this? It's like, no, that's not how you're feeling. And so I just found that to be, wow.
That was such an amazing moment. You know, Shay really was taken off a pedestal for me these 2 episodes. I saw her as a child who was extremely abused. You know what I mean? I mean, that happened for a lot of people on this episode, honestly. Like a lot, you understand more people's stories more. But to be honest, I kind of really realized why Shay was ever even with Clinton in this episode when he has to get up and sit on the floor. I was like, oh, she dated this person because of her own shit she went through. And as fabulous, like, you know, I'm just going to say this. It's like, I've had periods in my life where things weren't going great, but people were like, you go, girl, you look amazing. Like I would dress I was at an unhealthy place in my body and I would dress in a way that was very like cool or flashy or like attention seeking or something, like kind of like always with something quirky or something. Yeah. And it was and it's very easy to be complimented when you're like that. Yeah. But there's a facade. There's a facade. And then you realize, like they always say, the person you're with is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Yes. I think that I my heart like opened to her and I was like, oh, she's with him because of the pain she's been through. Yes. And she clocked that too in that. Because I was always like, why is she with him? She's like a amazing like person. But then you realize like, her pain led her to him. She didn't think she could do better. It's not, and that's why she's crying. It's not because of him, I think.
And she's also put herself in a position of going over the top for someone who doesn't give it back to her in return. Like it goes all the way back to like she gave him money to buy them the bed and he bought the TV and the video game for himself. It's like growing up, she like went over the top for her family members, giving all this love, and then they were selfish and mean to her. And so yeah, my heart opens to both of them.
Yeah, it opened to both of them for me, but I'm going to be honest. I think that Clinton is a dishonest person and needs to work on that. And he's actually not right for acting that. Like he's just, I don't care what kinds of other, I think there's a autism, I think, but there's also, I think there's a severe mental health issue going on. Yeah. Too, on top of everything. I think that he has like.
There's a lot to work through.
Lot going on. So that kind of was my wow moment, but I'm going to go back to another episode. I just think that we didn't even touch on this. Okay. It was a huge wow moment when they cut to after Clinton and Shay left separately from therapy that he was eating funfetti pancakes for dinner on a paper plate and she took herself out to dinner and was having like steak and wine.
We didn't even talk. So funny. I didn't even clock that. We should have discussed that. I do remember her being on her classy date because I actually took myself on a classy date by myself recently. Wow. And I did really enjoy it. People watching. I went to a place that makes exclusively, well, not exclusively, but they're known for making amazing gluten-free pasta. I have celiac, whatever. Yeah. And I just had a little date. I got a mocktail and I was like,
wow. Did you look at your phone?
I looked at my phone, but I also was like really fascinated by what I'm going to be honest. This was a downtown kind of Soho restaurant. I was fascinated by the amount of apparent GLP-1 use that I was seeing. And that's what I was paying attention to.
People were shooting up GLP at the bar?
No, just like everyone. I was like, why is everyone emaciated here?
No, I know. I'm hearing this. I'm never in Soho.
It was like scary.
I was
LA,
like, everyone's saying it's like scary skinny out there right now.
It was scary skinny. I was noticing that. I was noticing like these little kind of kids that I was like, you're a really rich little kid. I wonder what your life is like. I wonder how many toys you have. And then I also did look at my phone. So
I went out to dinner recently on my own, got some bolognese and a glass of red wine, honey. I had in my notebook. Not this one. This would be this is kind of crazy to bring, but
you need like a little guy like this.
For your like solo date. Right. Yeah. But then, I looked at my phone. Who cares?
Who cares? Just do you.
Lock me up. I was on my phone.
Do you?
Lock her up. Remember when they said that over the emails? And she's like, they were Old Navy.
You know who was saying that?
Trumpy.
Jason. Jason was for sure saying that. Lock her up.
Literally.
I bet I met Jason when I worked at the 2016 RNC. with a journalism entity.
Wow.
I was there with the press
Fox
pass.
News. She was a reporter.
I was there
Fox
with the
News.
press pass for Fox News, and I interviewed Jason. No, but I bet Jason was there.
I don't know.
What do we have predictions for the finale?
Oh, that's so good. You're so iconic for that. Did you watch it? Don't lie.
No, I didn't watch the finale.
Oh,
I did not watch the finale.
This is from Christ Church Cathedral in Dublin, the spiritual heart of Dublin.
Oh my God, that probably has some of my family members' lead in it.
No, literally.
What? Anyway.
Wait, what did you say? Oh, predictions.
Predictions.
All right.
I can go and say that
Okay.
I think Chris and Sienna are going to try to power through and make it work. But I bet if you Google them after the finale, they're not still together.
Chris and Sienna?
Who did I say?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I was looking
Chris
at my
and Sienna.
names.
Yeah.
Chris and Sienna, yes.
Power through, but then break up after.
They break up the more she gets to know herself. He throws himself on the floor multiple times.
But
she kind of starts to read what's going on. And sadly, he, like I said last week, he is his mother's son. I do believe he can change, but I think he has a very warped idea of like what is his problem and what is her problem, and where he can kind of like just kind of curb it for a little bit so that she can get some air in the room.
Yes. I will say, like, I broke up with this guy once and we were in my car. Again, don't do in person. And I'm like breaking up with him. He's yelling at me and being like, no, please, can we try to make it work? And then he like had to pee or something because we've been talking for hours, basically him being like, don't break up with me, and me being like, I am.
It's always on.
He
and
takes off his hat and he takes his phone with like his wire headphones, leaves them on my seat, and he said, I'm going to go to use the bathroom, and if you drive away, I'm going to tell everyone you stole from me.
Oh.
So then I'm sitting there.
You should have stayed with him.
I was staring down at the thing and I'm like, wait, so now I'm just stuck.
Wait, he held you hostage.
He held me hostage. So I can see Chris doing some shit like that.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Being like, okay, well, I'm
locking myself in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm locking myself in the bathroom. If you leave, I'm going to say that I was trying to kill myself and you left.
No, literally, because he has the crazy gene. He was 5150. No,
as he brags.
And the best people have been 5150.
And by the way, that's true. So Drea and Nessa, thoughts? We know what Nessa's gonna try to do.
Get back. She's gonna come back. She's gonna come back with like a Rose with Usher song.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be with you.
She's gonna have like a say anything speaker.
No, literally. She's annoying.
She's annoying.
In the end, guess who what? I thought the other one was annoying. She's annoying.
I love Drea. When Drea was annoyed and goes, you're pissing me off. You're pissing me off. Do you remember that?
If you're a character on the show and you want Devin to like you, just be really mean to your partner. And then Devin's like, you know what? I see
myself somehow.
Yeah, you're like, I love that person. No, I get it. It's
I
never.
like her.
But we knew from the beginning it wasn't what it looked like, and now we know
it's never what it seems with this show.
Or in life, I suppose.
Did you ever imagine dead shark eyes when you first saw Man Bun and Sienna?
No.
Okay. Shay and Clinton, I mean,
that's over before it started.
I don't even know if they'll be in the finale. I guess they didn't really fully wrap it up.
I feel like Orna was avoiding doing individual therapy with them because she didn't want to be alone with Clinton. He's annoying.
I feel like she's just sick of it. And she's like, we should have chosen a different couple for this show. But I guess she has no control over the edit. She probably was working with other couples.
No, there was like a bunch of people. You didn't watch the whole Lost Culture.
No.
She explains the behind the scenes of how many people they work with and how they do it and everything. Zua.
All right, but is there anyone else? Oh, Marjorie and Jason. I mean, I think they're going to stay together because he made that video saying
they're obviously still together.
He has Trump derangement syndrome now. He's anti-Trump.
Yeah, now he has, yeah.
So I think they're going to stay together. Also, in the TikTok, he looked like he was on their porch.
Yeah.
Do you think their kids are going to stay in the hour away school, or he's going to get his way?
He's right, so he should get his way. You're going to drive an hour every day to school and back? That's annoying for them.
It's actually bad for everyone.
I think that she wants brand deals out of everyone. They never get people who want followers and stuff, but the way she posts and the account that she has made where it's like happy family trying to make it work. I'm like, you know what?
She wants to be a vlogger.
She wants the fame.
As much as I love her, I can admit that she wants to be a family style vlogger.
You loving her is so mind-blowing to me. Devin, who never says anything bad about anyone, he's like, you know what? She looks mean. She acts mean. She's mean. She's mean. She's a mean girl.
You know what? To me, she's that girl. Marjorie is that girl. And Marjorie, if you want to collab on some posts, I'm just trying to get followers.
You Marjorie, guys together.
I'll babysit your 18 cats.
I have amazing news for you. You're gonna flip your damn lid. Season 5 has a fucking part 2 that's gonna come out. No, we don't know when, because I know this is huge for us.
We need that because this is leaving. We haven't got to the finale, but this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. So.
We don't like last time they did this nonsense where they were part A, part B. No one knows why. Do you remember this? It's like they left months in between.
But then it was the same couples?
It was not.
Okay,
so it's basically a new season. I don't know why they do this.
I'm glad.
I just saw on like an industry website that part B will be coming out.
Well, I'm glad. And I'm the type of person that like, if they were running Love is Blind year round, I don't get sick of it. I'll watch it back to back, season to season.
Do you watch that show, that Love Island?
Of course.
That to me, I'm not even kidding. It's too long. The fact that that's that long it's like Game of Thrones.
60 hours a season, honey.
It's too much.
I mean, I did get to a point with one season, a job I had at the time. It was like a desk job. I watched it at work. I was like, I can't miss. Like, I have to watch it. And I'll admit that. Why am I not farther in my career? Maybe something like that. But you know what? Until part B, we have the finale. And we'll be back next week.
Oh my God. I cannot wait to see how this ends. I hope that there's some interesting things that go on.
Final prediction, the last shot of the episode or the whole season, part A.
Can we say it at the same time?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Orna's dog. Running off in the sunset, no leash. That's what I was picturing.
No, literally, that's it. They're going to cut to the dog at the end because the dog is this motif. And guess what? It's not hitting. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Even as a dog lover, you know, them bringing the dog in the mix.
It's weird.
It's just like you guys are trying
and then
hard.
Shay was like, oh, the dog, like, I can't. It's distraction. Or no, it was Marjorie. She was like, I like the dog. The dog likes me because I like dogs more than people. It's like, but that's actually a red flag if you get along better with animals than people.
You're the one who's addicted to Marge.
People will have. I know. I have an open mind about the people I love. They have flaws, but like people will have like a sticker on their laptop that says like, I love cats more than people. It's like, that's a really serious problem.
That's private
because you have to work with humans. You have to be procreating or coexisting with humans. So you like things that can't talk back to you more than humans.
It's so embarrassing.
Might as well have a narcissist sticker.
Narcissistic sticker.
Okay.
Well, everybody, can't wait to see you for the finale.
Yes.
All 7 to 8 listeners and viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Love ya.
Love ya.
Wow.